Okay, let's go with the custom shapes for our controllers. One last check here with our rig. Okay, so let me move this back a little bit. So I'm gonna go edit mode, select this two here, kind of move them back just a little bit, and I also want to parent this one to the main hand controller so that they just travel with it. So the elbow to the hand controller, keep offset. All right, let's go to post mode and see. Okay, and then select our all right. And the reason why I did not parent, well, I guess we could parent those with the main controller here. Since, yeah, with those selected, I'm going to parent them to the main body controller. And the whole rig should go now. Okay. All right, so now let's save this as we're not calling it part 8 on YouTube because this could be a separate lesson just on custom shapes for controllers. So I'm going to call it custom shape controller. All right, so we're going to do some modeling here, and what we need to do here is kind of put all this together now. So the eyes right here, I'm going to move them to collection 3. Okay, and collection 1 would be the main body, and then we're going to create this in collection 2. Okay, so collection 2 would be the controllers. All right, so the whole purpose here is so that we can easily select these controllers when we're animating. Okay, like such as that one, and then we can hide a lot of these things that we don't need to see. All right, only what we are creating. So and usually this is done through making custom shapes from curves or from mesh edges. All right, so let's go to our collection. Let's hide the armature for now and all the other parts so that we only have collection 2 right here. Okay, while collection 2 is active, let's go to object mode. Okay, let's go to the top viewport here. Let me turn on my screencast so you could see what I'm doing. All right, so we're going to add mesh. We can start with a circle. Okay. Since we have, let me click undo here. Let me put the 3D cursor to the center of the world first. Let's go here and type in 0. Okay. So whenever we create any object, it starts right there. So let's get a mesh circle. This one will have a lot of vertices, so let's just kind of cut that in half from 32 to 16. It's still quite, it's still, I mean, a faceted look, but for its purpose. All right. So what we want to do with this one is edit this, okay, and create shapes out of it. And we can just then mirror it or rotate it and copy it, and then we'll have all the other parts with it. Okay, so let's start with let's say extruding these edges right here. Okay, and I want to do it along the y-axis. So you can put E and then Y to extrude, okay? All right, and I just want to make basically an arrow out of this one here. So let's select, let's say, the point here, like so. Actually, we'll do another extrusion. E, then Y. Okay. And then here we can move this one kind of over there, and then that kind of creates the arrow. All right. And we only need this side right here, and then we can just kind of make it go all the way around. Okay. So let's go to faces here. Let us delete those and just leave the sorry, not faces, edges. All right, so we got this kind of arrow shape right here, and we can start deleting the other parts as well. All right, so we'll delete the edge. Now we only have this right here, and we don't really need this part, so but we'll rotate it and we'll see. Let's mirror it first. All right, and then we can apply the mirror. All right, once we have this, we can duplicate this, press R and hold down Control. We'll play it for the other side. Okay, and then for this one right here, we'll duplicate it, press R, hold down Control. And it's totally up to you how you want to approach this. Not a big fan of making super fancy controls, but I know we have students that they love doing this, and it could, you know, it could be something therapeutic. All right, so let me just combine everything here. So I'm gonna click all those, Control J, okay, and we can start kind of cleaning it up. So go to edge mode again, and then just select all this kind of intersecting edges right here, so that we have this as our kind of main controller for the body, and then we can have a smaller version of it for the hip. Okay, so we can have that version right there. We can duplicate this. Okay, and then I'll go to I'll add a oh, what did I do? Go to point mode. Okay, and this is, let's say, for the hip. So we're gonna select the arrow parts right here. So to distinguish it from that one, we can scale this probably individually. Individual origins right here. Should not include those. There we go. Then press S. Go back to median. All right, so we have a bigger one and then a smaller one we can use for the hip right there. Okay, what else kind of shape? For the eyes, let's start a new shape here. Let's go with another circle, and we have it on 16. Okay, and let's go with adding a mirror to this. All right, and then while we have the mirror, we're going to go to edit mode and then bring it over here. It's going to bring it here a little bit. Okay, and we're going to duplicate this. Okay, we have the duplicate. So this is a duplicate. We're going to press S on that one. Those would be the individual eyes. Okay, and we're going to go to object mode here and then apply the mirror. Okay, for this too. We're going to do the same thing for this. All right, and for this one, let's separate it. So I'm going to select just this side right here. I'm going to press P and then selection. Okay, so now there are two separate objects. So we're going to call this one, this is the I.L. I'm going to put S right here for basically shape. I.L. And we're just going to kind of mirror this, so it doesn't matter. We have one right here. We can just select the other one actually. But when we do our demo first, let's do it manually. So at first, and then we'll expand on it. All right, so this one, we're going to connect this to. So, I mean, there's already connected. So I'm going to go delete those edges. Okay. And I'm going to select those point, press F right here to bridge it. All right, so now we kind of have this kind of eye controller right here. So S, I, controller. And we know it because it's we put the designation S right there. All right, so we have that. What else can we build here? I could duplicate this also. And I'm going to set the origin to the center. So I'm going to go here, set origin to geometry, so it centers. Okay, so we're going to make one for a foot. Okay, so foot custom shape. So typically what I do with this is kind of model something that would look like a foot, like a footprint kind of deal. So we're going to make one for the left foot. So let's just kind of grab this right here and then kind of bring it over. And scale that. All right. Not too protruding right there, just so that there's a designation that it's a foot controller, because it looks like a foot. All right. And what else here? I think we're good for now. We have enough. So let's call this one S shape. So foot.L. All right. So, and we can move this guy's in the back like so that oops, maybe forward, so that we can easily kind of select them. All right, so, and we can have multiple of these, and then I'm going to add a circle right here, and we're going to call this one spine. SS spine. All right, so we do have the upper body, lower body. We'll put it right there for now. Okay, so now let's unhide the armature. All right, and then probably the yeah, let's we don't need the hair for this, so let's hide that for now. and those for now. And we need the main body right there. All right, so let's start with selecting the armature and going into post mode. Okay, let's make our first kind of main shape right here. So let's select the left foot controller. Oh, that's not it. Okay, there it is, the left foot controller. Okay, so while that is selected, let's go to our bone tab right here, and let's go to viewport display. Okay, so under viewport display, we can have some post bone color right here. So let's say for all the foot bone, we can add a color so that we can put them in category. So this is up to you what you want to decide. Okay, so if I put the red right here, they all kind of turn red. They're under the theme color red. Okay, so any type of kind of foot controller. Okay, let's say that one. Remember this one, that's the foot roll. We're gonna group it with red. Totally up to you. Okay, so I'm gonna select this one, and under custom shape right here, that would be the foot S foot dot L. Okay, once I select that, you will see it right here that the foot, it's ginormous. Okay, that bone now is replaced by this. Okay, and as you can see, it's in its kind of wrong direction and whatnot. So all right, let's look at it from the bottom. So first we need to flip it going to the other side. All right, so along the let's go to global right here. Okay, so the y-axis, so scale y, if I put -1, it'll flip it on that side. Okay, we also want to shrink its size. I think it's too big, so let's go with oh, I'm gonna click and do on that one because I grabbed trend it's not letting. Oh, here we go. So let's go with 0.8. All right, and then on y right here, it's -0.8. Okay, and you don't want to be moving it here. You want to control it right. Well, you can only control it from here. So I'm going to go to y-axis. Okay, and then x-axis. It's kind of positioning it in there, and we can all mirror all this. So we just need to do one side. All right, so let's go to number 3 right here. I want to put it here at the bottom. Okay, so that would be the z-axis. That would be, all right, that's good right there. All right, so now instead of looking for that long line right there, we just select this one right here. That'll be our foot controller now. Okay, let's go with our roll right here. So we can select the circle for this. Oh, undo, not that one. I think the regular circle, I didn't name it. Let me see. What do we name this one here? Oh, spine. Okay. Yeah, we can just kind of you can reuse them. So, all right. So we want just the S spine right there, and I do want to rotate it along the z-axis. So rotate z-axis 90 degrees. Did it not? Oh, under global, so that's not it. So that's probably on the y-axis. Okay, y-axis. All right, so there it is. So when we have it here, it's probably too big. We're gonna go with 0.5. All right, so now when we want to rotate, we simply select this one. This is the foot roll, and it kind of already, I put a circle there because I do like the shape that it's kind of whatever it's doing. We want to raise this up along the Y, okay, so that it's above ground. But when you rotate this, it's not circling in there, but still you'll be able to tell that it's doing all that. And everything still works with Alt R and Alt G on this one. Okay, so we got two right there. Yeah, that's all we need for the foot controller actually. Okay, so all right, this is the main body controller. Let's say on this one, we're gonna post color. Let's give it green because it'll be the only one that's green, right? So what did we call that? S. I think circle. Man, did I even name that? Hold on. Nope. S main body. Okay, let's we can call this one S hip. All right. So let me select that. Go to post mode. Change it to S main body. All right, and it's centered in there. So when we grab this, okay, main body controller. Let's go to the hip. All right, so with hip right here, so let's say for all the spine going up and hip, we're gonna give them a post color of let's say this orange right here. Okay, and we're gonna select the I don't know if I named, let's see, the smaller one, S hip. Okay, we did. Okay, select that, go to S hip. All right, and we do want to rotate this 90 degrees right there, and probably want to make it a little bit bigger, 1.3. Okay, so when we grab this one and we can rotate, okay, just so that it's easily, you can grab it so it's different from the other bones. All right, so that one, and then the next one right here, we can just grab the spine. Okay, so these are all under the number 2 right here. So S spine, we're going to be reusing that one, and we're going to rotate that along 90 degrees X. Oh, that's translation, never mind. The one over here, and we're gonna go, it has to be bigger than the body so we actually see it. So let's go with 2 for now, and let's take a look right here. We want this higher. Okay, we want it right there just so that we can grab it and rotate it. Okay, so 2, 90 degrees. Okay, we go to the next one, kind of same color as that. We go with the spine again, and we know it's size 2, rotation 90, and translation Y up to the right there. Okay, and we go to the next one. Maybe they're too big, but they're easily, you can easily grab them. So this is the upper body right here. All right, so that kind of will control any of this. Actually, should have lowered that. So all right, let's do this again on this one. So lower this, put it right there. Yeah, my mistake. Okay, then this one, and then this one. Okay, so that this one right here, when we give it the spine, which is the upper body. All right, then we give it 90 on the X. Okay, it's ginormous because it's kind of following the bone. So here we're going to go 0.7 instead, maybe 0.6. All right, and it's already kind of positioned where it should be. All right, shoulder right here. So this is all kind of upper body, right? So we can go to the third color right here. We're going to use the S spine here as well. All right, right there, and we want to rotate this along the Z-axis, Y-axis, sorry. Is it X? All right, 90 degrees on the X. All right, and then we want this one here, or we can leave it right there actually, so that okay, it's pivoting where it needs to be. Okay, and then here we're gonna need one for the hand right here, and you can make custom shape for the hand if you want to, but since we're just using the S spine on this one. All right, so let's go to the top. Let's rotate this 90 degrees along the Y. Okay, we probably want to put this where the hand will be right there. Maybe, yeah, that should be fine. Then let's shrink it 0.8. Okay, all right, so now when we want to grab the hand, you see it right there, big green handle, so you don't have to look for the other ones. Okay, debating if we should just leave the elbow pole vectors and the knee, because they're, you can easily spot them. Probably just leave those. All right, did we not put a okay, so we need to add one for that one. So for this one right here, this is the finger curl. Let's see here, part of the arm. Let's go with S spine. Maybe we should have done something specific for this, but we're just kind of moving this no, X, along the X. Yeah, it would be nice if we have a custom shape for this. Maybe just grab that arrow right there. Okay, let me make one real quick. Okay, and it's just going to be this one right here. So I'm going to duplicate that. Okay, and we just want that part, so we're just going to go to Edge and delete all these parts right here. Got extra underneath. Okay. All right, and then we're just going to do SX on this one. Gonna make it thin like that, and then undo. Press F to kind of complete it. Okay, we're gonna put this one, we're gonna name this one S curl. Okay, so that's a finger curl. And let's go with set origin to geometry so it's centered. All right, let's change our let's go to post mode right here. the hand curl. Let's change that to the S curl. All right, and then we have to make sure here that we're pointing to the direction. Okay, so let's go to the top. Okay, and let's do some rotation. Okay, so let's give it a 90 right here, and 90, negative 90, that way. All right, and it's hovering on top. That should be good enough, right? And I think that's good, or maybe we should make it a little bit bigger, maybe 1.5. All right, so that when you grab that one and you press G, there you go. Okay, so at least it tells you the direction it should be curling. Okay, for the hand, we're done. Okay, what else here? For the neck and then the head. Okay, so for the neck right here, S-spine also. So for the head bone, we're gonna go with the fourth color right there. Okay, going all the way to the head. So we're going to use the circle again, spine. Let's go here and then let's rotate this 90 degrees. Okay, and let's see, it's kind of getting in the way of this one right here, so maybe the shoulder, we can move that a little bit lower. Oh, all right, let's kind of move it like that so it doesn't interfere with the neck. So that's our neck kind of controller. Let's make that a little bit bigger, 1.2. Okay, and then for the head, it's part of the fourth color blue. We're going to do another S-spine. Let's go to this side right here, and we definitely want to scale this one, but let's do our rotation first. 90 degrees, 0.6 maybe. Okay, and then we're going to move this up like so, so that we can, when we grab it, okay, we can easily get it. But we probably want to increase that because I forgot the hair. You don't want that being covered by the hair, so we're going to go with 0.8. And let's move it up a little bit. Okay. All right, right there. Guess we can. Okay, do your. All right. Okay, now for the eyes. Okay, so let's go with this one first. For the eye, we're going to go with number 5. Okay, and we're going to need the SI controller. All right, there it is. And we might need to manipulate this a little bit more. Okay, let's make sure it goes up. Let me go to the front. Okay, we do want to center that to where the eyes are. And probably needs to be compressed here a bit. So let me go to the object, to the main one right here, and I'm going to select it like this, and then SX. It's distorting it, so let me just grab it here and then turn on symmetry right there. GX. I think that should do it. All right, that's pretty good. Okay, so those are kind of centered right there. So when we move this one, okay, and now for the individual controllers. So this one right here, which control the individual eye. Okay, we put that under number 5, I think. Yep, for the pink color right there. And then we're gonna use the SI left right there, and we want to make sure it where it needs to be, because it's really far right now. I guess because I didn't center the geometry on the eye. Let me click undo. Let me see here. Didn't do a good job with this. All right, I'm just gonna go with origin to geometry, so that when we select this one, well, while I'm at it, might as well do the other one as well. Set origin to geometry. Okay, so that's SR. Is that SR? Yeah. All right, so left eye controller, that one. Go to post mode. SI.L. Okay, so it's already there. Okay, we just want to make sure it goes in there. So 90 degrees, and so 0.135. All right, so that one controls the individual eye if you want it to go cross-eyed. All right, so number 5, SI.R. We did 90 degrees here, and 0.135. All right, so the eye controller is done. And I think yeah, for the foot it's super simple. We only need well, let's make this one the first color right there, and then at least this one is, I think, upper body would be this one right here. No, it's green. All right, so they're matching. Okay. All right, so let's take a look at what we can hide now. All right, so let's go to our main kind of controller right here, and then under bones. Okay. Oh, this one right here. We need to maybe give it this because we didn't put a driver on this, because you need to do or do less on this one, because it's you know, the thumb's quite complex. So let's take care of this real quick. So this is part of the hand right here, so give it a green, and then on this one S curl. Let's see if we can. Okay, let's go to the side, and let's just kind of, I think on this one we didn't put a driver, so we rotate this. Okay, just remember, okay, it's a rotation. Yeah, that's a bad representation. I just don't want it to look like oh, let's just make it the curl. I mean the spine right here. We just want it perfectly aligned, because this is done locally, right? So let's kind of align it like that, and then maybe shrink it to 0.5, so that we know that's the one. And then okay, all right, so at least that one's there. Let's go back to global. All right, so now let's take care of hiding all the bones. Okay. Oh, the toes, we forgot. This one right here. I forgot. So that one is part of that one. And since we're also rotating that, let's give it the spine. And again, folks, totally up to you what you want to do with this. Okay, you can make your own custom shapes. We're just kind of show you here what possibilities, and maybe shrink this 0.5. Okay, maybe bring it out. Okay, so that you got that option if you need to do FK later on. Okay, all right. Okay, let me save this real quick, and we can delete all the bones now on one side, and I think we're good. All right, so I'm gonna go to edit mode. Okay, I'm gonna select all the bones on this side. Be careful with this. All right, and we're just going to press X and delete the bones. Go here and we're gonna select all the bones here. Right click and symmetrize. And if I go to post mode, we have it on both sides now. Let's just take a look. Okay. All right, let's kind of clean this up. We got a few more right here for the mouth, but that's for the next one, since we're going to be creating shapes for the mouth and then for the eye as well. So, but for now, let's do and finish this up. Let's hide all the bones. Okay, so for this one, those two right there, I'm gonna assign them to the main bones. Okay, so they hide okay, this one's right here. We want to remove them from the main bone. We want to hide them. We want to assign them to the IK controller so that they're left behind. Okay. All right, so let's see with bones. This we don't need this anymore. Okay, they can all, we're going to remove them from the IK controller. We're going to add them to the bones right there. All right, it looks like they're still on this one. We're going to remove them there. Add them to the bone. All right, this one as well. Okay. Okay, let's go here. On this side. All right, so this three right here, remove them from FK, assign them to the bone. All right, so they're hidden, and yeah, I think that's we still need this. We're going to put them in the FK. We're going to remove them from the bones, add them to the FK. All right, so we still have them because we need them for the next one. All right, let's take a look. Let me save. Let's go to our, oops, wrong button. All right, let's go to our material preview here. All right, so let's turn on all the other parts here, because we're going to need drivers for the eyebrows and all that. And oh, I guess the color did not go with it, so it did not, so we need to do the color for these the Symmetrize. It didn't do the color, so let's just kind of These are all green. Thumb rotation. Driver for the curl. All right. And save. Let's take a look. Just kind of pose our character right here. Grab the hip. Okay. Grab one of the foot. Grab the other one. Oh. Rotate for the foot roll. Rotate for the foot roll. Give it a upper body bend or forward. Go right here, grab the hand controller, bring it down and rotate. Rotate it. Okay. Hand finger curl. For the thumb right here, and go local for that one. RZ. And we go freeform on this one. Okay. Okay. And don't forget the elbow. They're kind of finicky when they're left behind. Okay, just kind of checking everything here. Oh, yeah, actually the opposite. Instead of, let me just move this instead. It's easier to reverse the foot. That's why the advantage of manipulating upper body just for simple cycle like this with a forward kinematics, but we can add a forward kinematic setup there so you can switch to IK for later. All right, and then this one. So you want this to go back. That forward a bit. Okay, let's try this one here. Kind of checking if everything is okay, and then you can do cross-eyed or lazy eye, I don't know. Does she have that option? And all right, okay, so we now have all the controllers minus the mount, and we're gonna add some for the eyes right there. Probably combine them with this guys here. we can put an inside one where we can kind of control it. But that's for the next lesson.